So we're back.
From what?
Our hiatus, I guess.
Sabbatical.
Sabbatical?
Sabbatical.
What?
Yeah, we went on a strike. The union.
You're still not getting paid.
That's not a sabbatical.
Well, tomatoes, tomato.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of 9 to 5 Nerds with Robert Swathwood, Corey Urkel,
Hi.
and Katrina Swathwood.
Hello.
We are a little late on the Oscars, and we have other stuff to talk about because a couple trailers dropped this week, and I want to touch base on something that happened in The Walking Dead while we were gone. But we wanted to do our Oscar stuff just real quick to touch base with you guys. We weren't going to make everybody sit through the entirety of us doing Oscars, but the way we do it is we have an Oscars list ahead of time. We all pick what we think's the top two choices we think are gonna win that category. We'll put 1 and 2. If you picked it as your 1, you get 2 points. If you picked it as your 2, you get 1 point. So we figured that not everybody was gonna want to listen to an entire episode of us doing this a week and a half later.
It gives us a chance to discuss the movies, though.
Yeah. Well, how many did you see?
No, like some of them are kind of cool. They won.
Did you end up watching The Big Sick?
No.
That movie is so
It's
good.
so good.
We watched it. It was really good.
I've heard it's good.
Yeah.
You didn't watch Lady Bird yet, though.
No. I haven't had time.
You gotta tell me which one's better.
The Big Sick.
I don't know. The girl from Sacramento?
She doesn't get to make a judgment on it because she's from Sacramento.
And you're sick all the time. So.
Not this kind of sick.
No.
But we have already went through, we're only going to do 10 categories. We've already went through visual effects, sound mixing, sound editing, live action short film, animated short film, production design, documentary feature, documentary short subject, film editing, foreign language film, makeup and hairstyling, original score, original song, and costume design.
Yeah.
So after those categories, we have Katrina coming up with 7 points.
Woohoo!
I got
Corey
12.
with 12, and myself with 14. And these are all picked ahead of time, even though I hit number 1 on
Are we going to have a bet that we are not going to fulfill like we did last year?
Yeah, we'll have a bet that whoever wins gets to make the loser eat 20 pounds of the food they don't like.
No thanks.
20 pounds?
That's a lot.
Well, we're not going to make it. We're not going to fulfill it, so what does it matter?
That's very true.
It's going to be fulfilling.
Corey has to eat a vegetable. We'll do that.
I'm not Dustin.
All day.
Vegetable's
One vegetable.
Fine. That's...
So what do you want to do? What do you want to do next?
I'll go in order of how it is on the phone. So we'll hit a big one. For director, what do you guys pick?
That's just directing on our paperwork, right?
Yeah.
On our paperwork.
Sorry, okay.
Our paperwork.
On here it gives you the name of the director as well as the movie. Here we just have movie.
Yes, I picked Shape of Water as 1 and Lady Bird as 2.
I picked Shape of Water and then Dunkirk.
I picked Get Out and then Lady Bird.
And it was Shape of Water, correct?
Directing
Del Toro
was
won?
Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
Shape of Water.
Woo, 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 woo. So I get 2 points.
Yeah,
Definitely not winning this year.
No,
me too.
you didn't win last year.
I thought if he's going to win for anything, it's going to be this year. He's a big name.
Yeah, and he's been around for a long time, and I actually really wanted to see it. I thought it looked
Shape of Water got a
interesting.
lot of talk, so
Yeah.
I'm like, if he's doing anything, it's going to be director.
When I first saw the trailer, I thought it was about Abe Sapien.
It might as well be without being able to... I
When
don't know if he has the rights to make a Hellboy movie without whatever studio, but just assume it's...
Same thing.
Yeah.
Well, when are they going to give people like Andy Serkis and Doug Jones their
Fair
due?
due.
One's motion capture and one's...
They both act. You have to still act.
Did Andy Serkis not win anything?
Nope.
No.
Did he get nominated for anything?
Nope.
No.
Because it was motion capture.
Really?
Yeah,
Even for Planet of the Apes?
There was a
petition.
petition for him to be nominated for Caesar, but I don't. They never put him on there.
It's a weird thing. What do you make their own category?
You can make them honorary Oscar winners for their.
I wonder if they're part of the Science Academy Awards.
I don't know, maybe, but you could
Blank
what's
word.
the word? I can't think of a word. As that they brought. I'm missing a word in my brain.
That's okay.
I'll help you figure it out.
We're trying to. I don't know where it's going.
It'll start with an A.
Does it start with a B? It'll come to me.
They give him an honorary award?
Yeah,
Or
an
a craft-
honorary award for All I can hear in my head is Dumbledore saying, "For services to the school, he awards Gryffindor 150 points."
150 points. And you win. Arbitrary number.
Just as, like, since they brought so much to their field, pioneers in their field
Okay.
of somebody acting in makeup, because Doug Jones does all kinds of stuff, and Andy Serkis is kind of, starting with Gollum, is really ushered that in. And obviously it has a lot to do with the special effects, but, I mean,
Do you think Doug Jones would hold himself above Andy Serkis because Doug Jones has to put himself in all those fucked up costumes?
No.
And Andy Serkis has to wear a green leotard?
I don't think he would hold himself above him.
No.
I was actually
I
watching... We were watching a video of him putting on the stuff for the
Pan's Labyrinth.
for Pan's Labyrinth today, and it wasn't as involved as I thought it was going to be.
Was he
Well,
like
they
on-
do mold and stuff. They can't have him sit in the chair for 18 hours.
I mean, well, lots of it were already pieces were already done, and then they connected them together.
I
It was
mean,
still in.
But still, like, I remember some, like, thing, a little trivia, Ron Perlman had to sit, I mean, like, Hobbs had to sit in the chair for, like, 2 hours to get their feet done.
Yeah.
Ron Perlman had to do, like, 6 hours a day for Hellboy makeup. I can't imagine...
Or Drax.
Yeah.
They couldn't just put a shirt on him.
Yeah. So I can't
Spray paint
imagine
him.
that the Labyrinth and Pan's Labyrinth was any less than that.
Oh no, it wasn't. What I'm just saying is that they like did his neck and his forehead, and then it was pieces being attached in layers, not.
No, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I wonder how long it took to make those pieces.
I don't know, but
Like,
the whole face of the what was it called?
Fano.
The whole face of that thing was.
Sorry, I'm thinking Spanish. It says El Fano del Laberinto. The Fan.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was the fawn. That's what
Yeah, that's Spanish.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
don't.
we speak
It was,
English
it was
here.
in Spanish. I mean,
I don't. You know what's funny is the great. I mean, almost any foreign film, you forget you're reading subtitles, but the great movies like
Amelie.
that and Amelie and stuff, you just kind of
You forget
completely
they're in
forget they're in
Yeah.
a different language. Did you want to do the next one?
yeah, so what are we going for next? Did we need to do... We did that. We did that.
We got adapted screenplay.
Cinematography.
Okay.
Okay.
Obviously, it seemed like the one choice I was confident in was Blade Runner.
Yeah.
100%. I chose Dunkirk after.
What was it? What one?
Well, what'd you pick?
I picked Shape of Water and Blade Runner.
You bastard. It was Blade Runner.
Oh.
Blade Runner won.
So I got 1 point.
I got
I was
two.
like, if Blade Runner's going to win anything, this year it's going to be...
I put it as sound mixing for Blade Runner because I remember the sound being something else in that.
Yeah.
I put it as both sound
Me too.
categories, and
Yeah,
we both...
so did I.
Dunkirk won all those, so...
But I didn't see
Christopher
Dunkirk.
Nolan.
I still need to see it.
Yeah, apparently it sounds awesome.
Yeah, I guess.
So we're going to go down to original screenplay. And I would say the only one I really had any say in was Get Out, and I put that.
I put Get Out as number 2.
What'd you put as one?
3 Billboards.
Okay.
I picked Big Sick and then Lady Bird.
I wanted Big Sick to win.
Get Out won.
Yeah.
Did it really?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It won original screen? Oh,
It
yeah, he
did.
wrote it, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wrote and directed it.
Which is funny because that was the one that I heard on the Insider thing.
I didn't pick him for directing because they never gave it to first-time director.
Like,
Like-
they didn't give it to Haley
like,
Joel Osment for...
Yeah, you've talked about it before. We're like, oh, they're going to have a big, long career. So
yeah,
I'm like,
right. Just give it to him if they
Well,
deserve it.
he's not going to win directing for that. He's probably not going to win Best Picture, but he's going to get like some writing credit.
That was one that I was really... I wanted the Big Sick to win. I don't know, probably because I watched it more recently,
Yeah,
but I didn't pick it. I'm really happy that he won that.
that's awesome. Adapted screenplay. I put Disaster Artist because I hoped, and then Logan.
I did the exact same thing because I was hoping that one of those would win it.
See, I put Call Me By Your Name and then Disaster Artist.
Well, you won it, Katrina. It's Call Me by Your Name.
Yep.
I mean, obviously we know why Franco didn't get nominated for Best Actor. Because
Assumingly, I mean,
he won
and
the Golden Globes, and
then shit comes out. And,
yeah. And then,
Yeah.
I mean, that's injustifiably so. I mean, when you have that many people come out and say...
Yeah, you can't honor somebody who
Yeah.
has allegations that just looks bad.
Although
But-
Casey Affleck won the year before.
Yeah.
Yep.
but
Well,
his,
he didn't go this year either, and he wouldn't present.
Oh, really? I don't remember his case being so out there.
There was a lawsuit and
There
stuff.
was a huge lawsuit.
You see that Terry Cruz's lawsuit got denied?
No.
Well, it's statute of limitations, not because...
It was
Because
that
it
long
didn't
ago?
happen.
Yeah, he waited that long.
Yeah, you have to do something within a certain amount of time for mostly legal proceedings.
I forgot to add the numbers on to...
What would they have done to the
I
guy?
put
guess I'll
squares around the ones that.
Which
are
ones did we
new.
do so far? Directing? I'm just going to put it on here. Directing.
Cinematography
Where was cinematography?
over here.
Okay.
Adapted screenplay, original screenplay.
Okay, that was it. We've only done 3?
I think so.
Okay.
Then
Fair enough.
4.
What was the fourth one?
Directing, cinematography, both screenplays.
Where's my cinematography one?
It's right there.
Oh, I got a 1. Okay. All right. What do we got next? Core.
The next... Did we do film editing already?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Did
And visual
Yes.
effects we've done?
Yes.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
Best animated feature.
left. Okay.
This was the easiest pick?
I mean,
For
we all put
everybody?
Coco,
I
right?
put Coco.
I put Ferdinand.
What'd you put as your second one?
I put the breadwinner.
I don't even see what's out of my sheet.
I just kind of put one. I didn't really care.
I put Loving Vincent, but I know Coco won. Did you watch the Oscars, Gordon?
I put Boss Baby. No, I did not. I watched clips.
We watched it all except for one category because it
2.
cut off. 2 categories? It cut off.
Those shows a little bit too long-winded for my taste. I like the opening monologue. I like some stuff.
We recorded it and fast forward. So
You
you
didn't, did you see them go to the movie theater across the street?
Yeah.
that was good.
That was fun.
You see Mark Hamill talking to Gal Gadot? He was like all
Giddy
kinds of
boy?
excited. And then it was like once you realized that Harley Quinn, Wonder Woman, and the Joker were all together.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
I didn't watch some musical performance you guys told me about. What was...
Was it Coco?
Was it from Coco? You said something?
Yeah, the guy that played Hector.
I wanted to watch that.
He sang the intro like he was singing to his daughter,
Mhm.
and then it went into like a big spectacle musical number. It was pretty cool.
Spectacle.
Well, it was. I mean, there was like, it was like a. Anyways,
Anywho.
Best supporting actress.
best supporting actress, actress
Yes.
in a supporting role.
Yes, actress in a supporting role.
Oh, I did not get this.
Okay,
Who
so
won? I don't remember.
I chose the lady from
Oh, maybe I did do.
the first lady from Lady Bird and then the Phantom Thread. I'm like,
The mom?
those are two.
Oh, it was Allison Janney,
The reason-
huh?
I didn't know any of these. I just chose underdogs, or like
I
movies.
chose Lady Bird and The Shape of Water.
So it was, yeah, the I Tonya lady.
Laurie Metcalf and
I
Octavia
chose
Spencer.
Mary J. Blige and Allison Janney as number 2.
So you got a
So I
point.
got a point.
Nice. No, I complete whiff.
Yeah, me too.
I picked Meryl Streep in actress in the leading role because it's Meryl Streep.
I picked her number 2,
She's won too much.
but I picked Frances McDormand.
I picked that as my number 2.
I picked that as my number 1.
Good, making up points.
I've got a
Come on, Corey.
best
God.
supporting actor.
Okay, I did not get that one.
I chose Woody Harrelson and then Christopher Plummer.
Why would you pick Woody Harrelson over Sam Rockwell?
I don't know if he's won anything. I'm thinking. I haven't seen either movie.
Neither has
he's in.
Rockwell. I picked Rockwell and Willem Dafoe.
Did you?
Pick
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe and Richard Jenkins.
So I got it. Because
You
Sam
did.
Rockwell won. I know that he won.
So, best
I know that he won.
actress.
Actress in a leading role.
Actress in a leading role.
Yep.
I
I
win.
chose Frances McDormand.
I
did
picked
too.
her as number 2.
Who'd you pick as number 1?
Meryl Streep. I just said it.
He did.
Oh.
Did you miss the whole part of the conversation?
No, I know you picked her as number 1.
Yeah. I picked it because it's Meryl Streep.
So I got 2 points for that.
Yeah.
That was a gimme. Best actor.
I picked Gary Oldman.
I picked Gary Oldman.
I did not.
I picked Daniel Day-Lewis as my number 2 because I figured that was a safe bet for anything.
Yeah, who'd you pick, Katrina?
I picked Daniel Kaluuya.
That you picked who you wanted to win?
Yeah.
He,
I picked who I
he was my
wanted.
number 2. But,
And then
I picked-
Timothy Chalamet.
but Gary Oldman won it.
You wanted Daniel Kaluuya to
I
win over
figured he
Gary
would have
Oldman?
won because of the movie that he was in. But
It was great, but I mean Gary Oldman is
that wasn't even
overdue.
on my radar whatsoever.
I
had
remember
no-
hearing people saying, like, oh my god, Gary Oldman's awesome in it. So I'm like, I don't know if he's won before, but it's probably his
You
time.
couldn't even tell it was him.
Like if you would
watched
have
it?
shown me clips of that movie, I couldn't have told you what movie it was. or who
I know
in
it was about Winston Churchill, and I know that when the first picture came out of him as Winston Churchill, people were like, "That's Gary Oldman."
Is it like when
My grandpa hated it.
That's why I picked it for best
Cheney?
makeup.
Yeah, like Dick Cheney. My grandpa hated it.
The
Really?
movie?
He said it was about. I was like, "Wasn't it about Winston Churchill?" And he's like, "Yeah, it was only about William
Well,
or Winston
wasn't that?
Churchill."
I don't know. I
Like,
don't know
what,
the
it didn't
movie.
cover any World War II stuff? Like, I don't know if it covers his whole life.
No, I've seen pictures now that we watched it and stuff, but
I mean, it's
You watched it?
no, we watched it.
the Oscars.
Oh.
So I saw clips.
That
and
was the
stuff.
that was the first picture that came out of him as Winston Churchill, and I was like, "That is not.
It's like Peaky Blinders. Winston Churchill's in that.
That's not like that, though."
Sorry,
Gosh.
And we're on to Best
I did
Picture.
not get that.
So, the Best Picture, maybe surprises everybody.
Shape of Water.
Yeah.
It's
Wasn't
The
it?
Shape of Water, but what'd you guys put?
I put 3 Billboards and Darkest Hour.
I put Get Out
Because
and the 3 Billboards.
I'm pretty sure 3 Billboards was the.
I'm in Katrina's boat.
So we all got 0 on it.
Yeah. I didn't expect Shape of Water to win. I was thinking director because I picked it, but picture, nope. Couldn't imagine like a little sci-fi movie based.
Yeah, because they don't win that kind of stuff. So what'd you guys end up with?
16. Oh.
I had another 12 to me, so I'm 24.
That's what I got.
Hey!
Tie. Now I gotta count it just to make sure.
Yeah, 24.
Oh, I got 25.
You fucker.
Oh.
I'm dead serious.
You're
I
lying.
won.
No, one-
Back check. Check that bingo.
Mic check.
One,
Do I need to
two.
check his math?
3, 4, 5,
I got
6,
blackout.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
Yep, 25.
I beat you by
Son
one
of a-
piece
Hold
of
on.
shit.
Hold on.
You're just gonna add one on there?
The math just came in. I actually picked the right movie in a foreign language. I'm at 27.
This isn't the 2007.
You lose, sir.
This isn't 2017.
You stole fizzy
Oscars.
lifting drinks.
That's gonna go down as the number one, like, biggest Oscars gaffe of all time, right?
What?
The wrong picture being won.
Willy Wonka?
No,
Last year.
Last year, 2017, when they
Oh,
It
announced
was
the wrong
that
picture.
was
Moonlight,
funny.
and then they had given it to La La Land.
Yeah. All right, we'll see. Maybe some more shit will happen.
It's not gonna
More
be that.
shit. What you doing?
Get my tea. Shut up and make us some tea, woman.
I did make you tea. It was ready for you.
I wasn't referring to you.
I don't make your shit. I spit in it.
All right, so
Isn't it
No.
get in the kitchen making some sandwiches?
Now that that's out of the way.
no,
Hey,
it's.
what-
I'm talking. Do not talk over me.
I'm trying to think. We had an argument about why they only nominated 9 movies.
Mm-hmm.
And there was something. I was like, why did they nominate.
Just a random movie.
What didn't get nominated? There was something I was like,
Lego Batman didn't get nominated in the animated, and everybody was upset about that.
It was a good movie too.
like I said,
They got upset that Boss Baby got nominated over Batman, Lego Batman.
I haven't watched either. So
Both.
I'm
I actually
for-
enjoy both of them. He
But-
doesn't have kids.
What is the breadwinner of Loving Vincent? Have you guys ever heard of that?
No idea.
No, I mean I've heard of Fernandad. Or
Yeah,
whatever
that's
it
right.
is.
Fernandad.
That's the only other. I heard of 3 of them.
But bum.
No, when it's when Chandler, it's Joey and Ross are in the house and they're wearing the hats, and Chandler comes in and he's like, "Isn't
They're in
this
the fort."
Yeah, they're in the fort, and he goes in and he's like, "Isn't this a lady's hat?" He's like, so he says something about like, "Shut up and make us some tea."
Oh,
Didn't
I
say
thought you said
sandwich.
like get in the kitchen.
No. Yeah, so there you go.
Blade Runner was not nominated for Best Picture. Is that an upset? Because that movie's so freaking gorgeous and beautiful, and like it's such like a movie.
I don't know. I wasn't upset about it.
Everything about the craft is like honed in, like not perfection, but
And that's why,
I gotta
granted,
ask you a
it's
question.
if they have 9 or 10 categories and they don't slip in a number 10, that movie's nominated for like 8 other categories. Isn't that kind of like, if you were the producer of that, we'd be like, fuck, what the fuck?
probably not because they got cinematography.
I mean, just to get a nomination, it's
nice.
and if they don't even fill up the categories, I don't get that.
Just appreciate being nominated.
Yeah,
Now that Gary Oldman won and DiCaprio won, I want Michael Keaton to win one.
he's due. Although,
What's he gonna do?
was he nominated for
He was
Birdman?
Birdman.
And he didn't win.
No.
I'd like to see what.
And he had his speech out. And he put it away. He put it away real quick because he was the favorite to win.
What? I'm gonna Google it. Beat him.
Eddie Redmayne beat him
for
for
that movie. I forget what it was called.
the boy.
Where he was the what's his name?
He's an M to F.
Yeah,
He was what?
a male
M
to female.
F.
Okay. Did he not win for playing
Stephen Hawking.
Hawking? Yeah.
No,
Okay.
but that leads into the next thing I want to talk about.
Male to female?
Yeah, that would I don't care. No, it's so the trailer for Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald came out today, and where I really liked the trailer, and her and I have already talked about it. When you read the comments, you know that the people who complain are always more active than the people who.
They're more the forefront.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes.
It's a teaser trailer.
Oh my god, it's
It was almost 2 minutes.
It says
It's not a teaser.
I don't know how they use it.
At this point, I think the difference between a teaser is a trailer shows plot points and where the story's going, and a teaser just shows flashes of things.
Now I'm just convinced a teaser is anything before like 6 months before it comes out.
Yeah?
I have no
I
idea.
had this discussion with a couple guys online where it was like, a teaser is 20 seconds, and a trailer is like...
That's like what it used to be. Like,
yeah.
It's a fucking tease for... but this was a legit...
It doesn't tell you anything about the story.
This was a legit trailer.
Yes.
You got
Did you
shots
not
in the
watch
movie. Yeah.
Okay.
So, one thing, it's like an inside joke now. It's the teaser, Robert.
So there was 2 really big complaints on the Facebook, on the social media, about the trailer.
Did you go searching this out?
No,
I just
it was
clicked
just
on it.
there.
It was the first thing that popped up.
Okay.
There's 2 things that were the biggest complaints. Katrina and I already know. You want to take a shot?
Does it fuck with lore? Is there something like that? Or is it like actor choice?
Not actor choice.
Nope, not actor.
Although I did see...
Yeah, Johnny Depp.
I didn't see any of that. I saw people wondering why Dumbledore's hairline is so much further back when he was younger than when he was older.
Oh, well, you know.
But that's...
I can't complain. They're not going to fucking CG
Put
match
hair
him.
plugs on him.
Yeah.
I think Jude Law was a good choice.
I like Jude Law.
So do I.
Okay,
So,
anyways.
Yes. What were the 2 complaints?
Any hints? Do you know, does Katrina know? Or just
She
me?
knows.
Oh.
I know.
Well, this isn't a fun game.
I know something, so it's not fun.
One of the biggest complaints that had a ton of responses, and it was the first one I saw, was you can't apparate into Hogwarts. And people were going back and forth and back and forth.
Is that what they're doing? I remember they were operating on the bridge outside of it?
Yes.
Is that legal? The bridge?
In the books, you can't apparate into Hogwarts, but in the movies, you saw Dumbledore apparate out when the
No, he did
yes,
Phoenix.
exactly.
And Harry Potter does it too during the
That's an
last movie, too.
apparition?
Well, even if you're talking about him in the clock tower, him and Harry leave. They
Yeah.
apparate into front of the cave.
Okay. It's been a while since I watched all these, but you're jogging my memory, yeah.
Yeah. So
Wait, and so in the book, they have some force field?
you can't apparate. But even in the movies, they say you can't apparate. But Dumbledore, he's like, well, being headmaster has its privileges.
I always forget how apparating works. Like, why, if they introduce that way later, and then it seems like it would
Because you have to be
negate,
a certain age.
You have to be a certain age to apparate.
it would negate the flu network? Like, why do they have such
What?
the flu? You know what they call it?
Yeah.
Right,
But you probably can't apparate into the Ministry of Magic either. Otherwise, people would steal shit.
Have people.
I don't
I
know.
don't know anything back.
Who knows?
Not
It
that
was
I can
under dark
recall.
times, I'm sure.
I wonder in the film if there's like, I don't know.
But people were like going after each other. We're like, well, it was in the 20s before Grindelwald. Maybe Grindelwald was the reason that they
Made that rule.
made that rule. And somebody's like, no, in the books it says never. And I'm like,
Oh my God.
Well, it's the movies.
It's a
not the
made-up
books.
world.
So
I'm sure whenever they wrote it, the person who fucking wrote the screenplay isn't.
it's J.K. Rowling.
She wrote the screenplay?
Yes.
I was saying, I'm sure she's not fact checking the fucking.
She can do whatever
Who
she
the fuck she
wants.
wants to. It's her story.
So somebody was like, calm down. The reason they did that is so they didn't have to show people just walking from Hogsmeade in a movie because there's no reason for them to do that.
So, this is a point where you hate the directors for breaking their own, like, canon.
It's David Yates. We're not going to.
It's like George Lucas fucking making shit in the prequels that fucking negates episode 4, something, and then
Yeah.
people are like, that can't happen,
The
but.
thing is she wrote both the screenplays, and David Yates, the guy that directed the last 4 Harry Potters, is the one directing them.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like they're in good hands.
They got good synergy.
Yeah. And then the second one was, it's like, why the fuck is Dumbledore wearing a suit when he was wearing robes
Pants.
in the?
He's a teacher.
I mean, but they were all wearing robes in Harry Potter.
They didn't have a dress code back
Yeah,
then.
exactly. It's
People
like,
are
who
upset
cares?
about
I actually didn't notice that, but now you
Robery.
pointed out. I guess they were all wearing, like, drapery. Everybody in the castle.
Well,
We're talking about a different time. It's the 20s. Like, who knew what the style was back then?
There were people complaining when once it got to a certain point in the movies, the kids stopped wearing robes and they were wearing regular clothes.
Because they're
And
teenagers.
people like to bitch. People just like to complain.
I actually
do.
didn't think about that. Do they stop? I know they don't go to school the last year or two,
Yeah, the last few years.
but do they stop wearing robes at school?
Well, it's
Yeah.
not that they stopped wearing them. It's just they have them. They're like overcoats. They wear their regular clothes underneath them.
They just wear them too much in the first movies, where every single kid was looked like a fucking Jedi.
They're being
Yeah.
brainwashed. That's what happens when you go to a school like that.
They're
You know what I
being
mean?
brainwashed.
This
Yeah.
is what you wear. This is what you wear.
Even on a hot day, kids, you don't get shorts.
Yep.
I'm glad they brought Jacob back.
Yes.
Because I did like him and Scamander's relationship.
Is he just going to be the end all, most powerful thing? Wasn't he like in the first movie?
He's a comedic relief.
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking. What's the other dude's name?
Grindelwald?
No. Who's? Then they show the kid who was the.
Oh, the Obscurus?
Yeah. I actually don't know his name, so I thought you were talking.
Ezra Miller?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The
They
guy
showed
that
him
plays
for a
the
second,
Flash?
didn't they?
I didn't see him, did they?
Did they not?
Is that the guy that looked and he was all
flying
scowling?
away.
Yeah.
Huh. I couldn't tell exactly who that was.
Okay, I forgot. They did. It's been a while. I only watched it in theaters. The guy from Balls of Fury.
Yeah,
What's
Dan
his name?
Fogler.
Fogler.
Jacob.
His mind was wiped in the first one,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but when they came back into his shop, he
was-
remembered.
Well, not like he was making
creatures.
creatures that he had seen into bread, like pastries and stuff.
This rings a bell. It's been what, a year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah. Well, in November it'll be 2 years.
Okay.
They're coming out every other year. There's 5 of them.
So I was a little hazy in that, but I was the trailer. I was like, oh, he's back, cool, because he was a good part of the.
Do you
first movie.
think once the 5th one comes out, it'll have that connection to Harry Potter, like Vader fucking whipping ass in Rogue One?
But with like what, Dumbledore whipping ass,
Like, what? Maybe you see,
or
become
Voldemort?
headmaster?
maybe you see Voldemort kill Harry's parents.
That
that would be too far.
Too. You want to see it
Is that
work?
Maybe you see Voldemort come, or maybe you see Tom Riddle come into Hogwarts.
Because Dumbledore was still professor at that time. He wasn't headmaster.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Just a little.
He's just
little
maybe in the
nod.
background. There's Tom Riddle
I like
walking
that.
around.
I like that they had the Deluminator. Like you see
Yeah.
it sucking the lights out of the things. Like I was like, oh man.
Yeah, that's a Dumbledore thing, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
invented that, and he gave it to Ron.
I remember him passing along in the last movie
Yeah.
or 2 movies.
When was the last time you sat down and
Was
watched?
it used in the very first film too?
Yes.
He
Yes.
pulled on the.
That's how he got rid of all the lights when they were dropping off Harry.
Has BB watched those?
I actually don't know.
Are you gonna make her eventually?
I don't know. That's not as high on my priority list as making her watch the Star Wars, to watch the new Star Wars, compared to, and also Marvel.
Oh, I mean, I didn't mean to catch up to watch this movie. I just meant like in general. Are you gonna make her watch those eventually?
In the grand scheme of things.
Maybe. I'm not against it. Every time I look at like the list of movies I have, I'm like, oh, I want to make her watch that. She doesn't watch half it, so I want to make her watch
Yeah.
like, not Sixth Sense, but Signs.
To me,
we talk about scary movies, like, oh, you gotta watch Signs.
I don't like Signs as much out of theaters. It was so cool as like a theater experience when you hear the whole crowd go, like when you see like the shots of stuff.
Sure goes for a lot of things. I like that movie.
That was a good theater movie. But if my second wife hasn't seen Harry Potter, then I'll make her watch them all.
There you go. Life dreams.
I think your affinity for Harry Potter is way more than mine,
Yeah, I love Harry Potter.
but I like him a lot. There's no Star Wars or Lord of the Rings for me.
I do want to touch base on something that happened in The Walking Dead.
So take a nap, Corey.
Yeah, Christopher Robin. What do you think of that trailer?
He's in The Walking Dead now?
Yeah.
He's grown up. He must be.
Pooh!
I'm actually kind of excited about it. I mean, obviously, it didn't show much.
It became kind of a meme, just Ewan McGregor turning around and saying, Pooh! I don't know if you've seen that at all.
No, it's like Hook, right? As in Christopher Robin is an adult, as like Peter Pan.
Oh.
Oh, bother.
Oh, bother. I like O.G. Willikers.
You know, it's funny, I was, because, what is it? Jim Cummings? No.
Jim came.
No.
You pronounced it. You said it
Do you know
wrong.
who does Pooh's voice?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
I seen something when the
It's the
trailer
guy that's
dropped.
been doing it for, he's been doing it for a long time.
I don't think he's the OG, but is he the...
He's not.
He's the definitive right now?
Yeah.
He has been for quite some time.
Yeah, because, it's Jim Cummings, and he's done all kinds of voices. What was he famous for?
People.
It's cool when people keep reprising their role. Like,
He has 529 acting credits
Jesus.
on
wow.
It's a lot of work.
Winnie the Pooh is the one he's most well known for. God, wow. Mickey and the Roadster Racers.
Click, clack, moo. Kids love that book.
They do. That's a good book. I'm trying to see what else he's known for.
Cows steal a typewriter and start writing letters to a farmer.
But he's a voice actor that's done all kinds of stuff.
Jake and the Neverland Pirates.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
You Fallout.
He was in Fallout. Anyways, so I was looking at the list of people that are doing voices in that movie,
Mm-hmm.
and it's Come on, go back one more. IMDb.
It is slow.
It is slow.
Your phone is slow.
Oh, I know. It's because it's full. Okay, so Christopher Robin is Ewan McGregor, and his wife is Haley Atwell.
Haley Atwell. Woo!
So Jim Cummings is Winnie the Pooh. Chris O'Dowd is Tigger. You know who Chris O'Dowd is? He's the Irish guy from Bridesmaids,
Yeah.
the cop. Toby Jones is the owl, and I think Toby Jones is Dr. Zola in...
I just started watching that with BB, and I thought it was a funny thing. You may not remember, he was Aram Zola, and then remember the German scientist who made Captain America? I'm trying to think of the actor's name. I remembered it last night when I saw him. But they were both the hosts of the Hunger Games, and BB loves the Hunger Games.
Mm-hmm.
But back then they wore like fruity costumes and hairdo, and
Yeah.
And so I showed her a picture, and she's like, "That's not them."
I know who you're talking about, the other guy. I can't think of his name right now.
I know his name too, and I just drawn a blank.
But
I was like, I never thought about it that the two hosts of that movie are both in Captain America as German scientists.
Brad Garrett is Eeyore, which is like a perfect casting. Because that's how he talks
Has
anyway.
he done anything?
Brad Garrett? Isn't
He
he?
was in Tangled.
Was he?
Isn't he just fairly a voice actor now? I mean, he's got a pretty Tangled. He was Gusteau in Ratatouille.
Okay.
Gusteau.
I have a son. Peter Capaldi, the Doctor. No, I don't watch Doctor Who.
I don't either.
Oh. Okay.
Looks like this.
Does anybody?
He's playing Rabbit, but other than that, I didn't really know
Anybody else?
anybody else. But I really like the trailer. I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, it was only a teaser and not a trailer.
Yeah, you don't even know what the whole plot
Yeah.
is. They just show, which is nice. They just show the beginning, basically setup. Like you assume that all this happens in the first 20 minutes of
Yeah.
him having to fire people, getting depressed, and then him and Pooh are going to. You don't even know if they go back to 100 Acre Wood. You don't know any of it.
It's not like
You think Pooh's gonna hang out in the city?
I don't know. I actually don't because
Picks up a hooker?
It's vague enough.
They're gonna go to Vegas?
It's gonna be like Ted.
It's gonna be like, no.
I never finished watching Ted.
I haven't watched a single minute of Ted.
We started watching it.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't my thing.
Really?
Yeah,
You like Family Guy?
I haven't watched Family Guy in
Years.
quite a few years. I haven't watched
You
it
liked
since I
Family
lived here.
Guy?
Yeah, I did for a while. I'm not saying I hated it.
Things
I haven't
get
probably watched it in 4 or 5
deprioritized.
years.
You still quote it.
I couldn't tell you the last time I quoted Family Guy.
You don't do pretty lady.
No.
Eating apple.
Actually, you know what I do? I do quote it, but it's
Yeah.
I haven't done that in years either. It's Brian. Brian.
Oh.
Brian. I only do that to Brian.
P. Tier.
Griffin? No, early on it was fun.
Is it still like running around?
Yeah, it's still running.
I have no idea.
running.
But you know, currently making new episodes.
In production?
Yeah.
I was listening. It doesn't matter.
No?
No, because I don't like talking about other podcasts I listen to on this podcast. It's just
Didn't you watch Logan Lucky? Or Lucky?
I didn't finish it.
Was Seth MacFarlane on there?
Yes.
Like, I've never seen him in the trailer. He had some mustache. He was like
He
a
was
driver.
a driver.
I didn't see that
So
far.
was
I fell
Sebastian
asleep.
Stan.
What is he?
Apparently, I fell asleep.
He did.
Good job.
Yeah. So Katrina was out of town for a week, and the night before she left, she was packing and stuff and getting ready. So we didn't watch Walking Dead that week, and we almost always watch it live
Sunday.
or the night of.
Did it get spoiled for you?
No,
You didn't.
I
Avoid?
was so busy the week she was gone. It was like it wasn't an issue not looking.
He was a single parent.
You can just go on Facebook and wham,
Nope, nothing.
nothing.
So this last Sunday, what did we watch?
We watched both episodes.
No, we watched it last night. We didn't watch it on Sunday. You were doing something.
Oh, that's right. I was doing the Libsyn thing.
Oh, so we were signing up for Libsyn. So we had 2 episodes to watch back to back, which hasn't happened in
A long
ever
time.
for that show. So we got to watch 2 episodes, and they addressed something where we told you that Carl had written all these letters to people, and as they're leaving and driving away, it's Michonne and Rick, and Michonne goes, he wrote one for Negan. So, as far as the comics to the show goes, we're going to miss that entire interaction between Negan and Carl, except for the short one that he had. First of all, you need to catch up before the season's over. I mean, you'll figure out when to do it. Are you watching Punisher yet?
Yeah.
How far are you in?
2 episodes.
Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. But we're missing that interaction. But the last the ending of the first episode we missed, Rick gets on his walkie and he's like, I need to talk to Negan. And somebody's like, who the hell is this? And they're like, it's Rick Grimes and stuff. So he's talking to Negan, and he tells him, he says, it's Carl. Carl died. And Negan's face just like drops. And he goes, was it us? Was it us firing on you guys? Was it one of the grenades? Like, he's concerned that his guys...
He's the reason why he died.
The reason. Like, you could tell he's emotional on his face. Like, the whole act drops. And just that... And then he ends up turning on Rick. He said, this is your fault as a father. You should have protected him. And then it goes into Negan just saying that, I could have saved all you guys. If you guys would have just stayed in line, he'd still be alive, and blah, 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 blah.
The saviors.
But the whole Negan showing that he actually cared about Carl, because he had whatever it was, I really liked it. It was one of my.
So he dropped the bravado.
Yeah.
And was a real person for it.
Well, there's glimpses of that in the comic. I
mean, especially later on, but it was just a really cool. It's like, you never watched The Office, right?
No.
The basic is, they're recording somebody for a documentary. They're
aware.
So Steve Carell's character is putting on an act like the entire time, like he has to be so over the top.
Yeah.
There's the best parts of the show are when he drops the act and he's just the
himself.
person he is, which is weird to say because it's a show within a show.
Yeah.
But Negan dropped all, like you said, the bravado, the act, the dick measuring shit to just. He was like so concerned that it might have been one of his guys that killed him. It was like, oh, that was really cool until he starts spinning it on Rick. But, but I mean, as a father, if I couldn't imagine because it's the apocalypse, whatever. Your number one priority is, even in regular life, is protecting your kids, and to fail at that has just got to be devastating. But it was a really good couple episodes. Which is good
Except
because
for Tara.
Yeah, Tara's terrible.
Tara is terrible.
And she's had some good moments in the past, but just right now I'm not liking the character.
And she'll live a long time.
I'm sure she will.
But there was a couple episodes in the first half of the season that I was like, it's kind of losing it. It's kind of losing me. But these last 3 episodes of this season, I've really liked the second half of the season so far.
Good.
I'm really enjoying it. It's kind of really...
recapturing your attention?
It never lost my attention, but just there was a couple episodes this first half of the season, and I don't know if it was it was a transition from showrunners because Scott Gimple is doing something else now and it's a different showrunner again. But I've really enjoyed the second half of the season, and I'm really liking where it's going.
It's good.
And they did every once in a while they'll give some like new zombies.
Yeah.
Anytime we talk about Walking Dead, we very rarely talk about zombies.
They do a cool thing.
Well, they had to go through this like swampy, marshy area,
so
and they're
swamp zombies.
Yeah, it's like swamp zombies, and they
Coming
were just
out of
all
water.
like completely
Were they bloaters.
They were like floating around.
There was one that was bloaters, but some of them had like moss on them, and they were like just deep. They were just falling
swamp
apart.
Things.
Yeah. And there was one where they were like trying to close a door, and they couldn't quite close the door, and there was like rebar sticking out, and the rebar caught on the guy's face, and he's pushing forward and like tore his face off as he was
going
going
effect.
through. Yeah.
Oh, the mashup in the junkyard, that was pretty interesting.
Oh yeah.
They still hang out with the junk people?
They're still in it, but there was like
God damn it.
they were leading them to
the trash people.
It wasn't a compactor; it was like a grinder that grinds all the trash into smaller things. And she was standing on the other side of it and like hitting a post to attract them, and all the zombies were just walking in there
And falling in?
Yeah,
Yep.
and it showed them like grinding up, and then it showed like the mush coming out the other side.
That was gross.
Nice Fargo.
But yeah, it's been pretty good so far, and I'm enjoying it. Punisher. You said you watched 2 episodes. Are you guys watching it together or just you?
No, I watched after she left.
Okay.
I don't think she'll understand the context of anything.
How do you like that shot from Mexico to Texas?
Let's go.
was great.
That's one thing I remember you talking about.
That's my favorite shot.
It's pretty cool. You wax a couple people in the beginning. Good.
Then it slows down.
The episode, he just killed everybody in the construction site. So whatever, the guy was fucking with him.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's a good thing whenever you want somebody to kill. It's like, of course,
He takes care of it.
Of course, the guys in the construction site have to be the biggest assholes. He's sitting there eating lunch, and they're like, "Why are you listening to our conversation? Get up!"
Some people never grow up out of high school, man.
Like, so funny. He can do nothing, and those people walk in circles around him.
Dude.
Like, you got a big mouth, and he ain't saying shit. I'm like,
I talk to construction workers all day long.
like, if anybody's going to get killed in this show, and it's going to be such a good kill, it's going to be these. And it came fast. So I'm like,
Are they dealing? I haven't watched it in a long time, Are they dealing with this like PTSD and stuff?
I mean, nobody professional. He's talking to
His friend.
Hawkeye, or what's Captain America's the Falcon.
Anthony Mackie?
Yeah, well, the Punisher's got his own Falcon.
It's not.
What?
It's like the same.
Apparently, all black people look the same to
No,
Corey.
Captain America went to a PTSD,
group, yeah.
and Anthony Mackie was the head of it.
Yeah.
And the Punisher goes to a
I see what you're
PTSD thing, and there's another guy who's like his confidant.
Yeah.
Who's number 2.
Yeah, because I mean, it doesn't deal as much as with the Punisher as is like a PTSD show. It was.
I think that
really
kicks in
enjoyed
more
it.
than like the 4th and 5th episode with that
Yeah.
one kid.
Yeah, no,
You're having issues?
there we go.
Are you watching Jessica?
No,
No.
because we're
Peaky Blinders.
2.5 seasons into Peaky Blinders, and I can't.
You can't just stop.
Well,
We
no,
just started the
because
3rd season.
yeah, I gotta finish it.
Okay.
It's only 6 episodes a season, so it's
Right.
not like it's
Gonna take forever.
it's huge. It's just I don't want to start another show, and that's 13 episodes.
Yeah. I figured out. Oh, okay, I'll watch both these shows back to back. I'm sure I'm sure spoilers are going to pop up somewhere.
Yeah,
I was trying to limit it a little bit. I don't want to sit 6 shows behind because they're pumping them.
I liked the first season of Jessica Jones.
I
The
did too.
only show that I mean, nobody really liked Iron Fist.
Ugh.
It had cool parts because what's his name was awesome.
Meacham?
Yeah,
Yeah, it definitely
Yeah.
had certain moments.
both Meachams.
We told you about.
What's his
Dad Meacham and
David
Tom
Wenham?
He was great.
Yeah, 100%. We came back
His
from
son.
the-
We told you he's in Banshee, right?
You may have told me once.
He's all just. He's like an ex-white
Harry
power guy,
Nation.
and he's just got swastikas tattooed over his whole body.
nice.
He's jacked though.
Yeah, he's shredded, dude. He is like.
A solid piece of person.
I'd say, like you've seen American History X when Edward Norton's all like.
Yeah.
He put on like 25 pounds of muscle. That's like the difference from Iron Fist to to Banshee is like he put on a lot of muscle for that role. But we still haven't finished that. We got 2 episodes left.
I remember of Iron Fist and Defenders were the 2
Worst ones.
that like Defenders had some cool moments, but to be honest, it was all the Iron Fist parts. Like it was him having to be in it. It made it worse for me. 'Cause anything with like
He was much better in Defenders than he was in Iron
I'm
Fist.
sure anything with like Daredevil, I like all his like little plot points with.
Daredevil's still the
Elektra?
best.
Right.
I'd put Punisher as my second favorite, to be honest.
Okay.
And then Jessica Jones is third. Wow.
Then
Luke Cage.
And then Luke Cage. And only because of the second half of Luke Cage kind of
was
fell
awful.
off a little bit
Yeah.
once Mahershala Ali died.
And it's really is it the villain that makes these seasons because Jessica Jones
No, because
had a great villain.
Yes, David Tennant was excellent.
Kilgrave.
And David Wenham was, for most of it, a great villain.
Yes, I liked him.
Who was... Daredevil got a good villain, and with the,
Kingpin?
Yeah.
Yes.
In season 2, did he have a certain...
It was Kingpin and Elektra in season 2, right? Oh, Kingpin was in prison.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, the Punisher was kind
The
of...
Punisher was half it,
Yeah.
so... Like, to be honest, it goes villain, because I hated the villain in the end of Luke Cage.
Yeah, I didn't...
No one liked him.
The fact that he was like a one-man show and fucking controlling everybody, and he was just a dude.
Yeah.
Had no powers, nothing.
Just a dude.
He's like a force to be reckoned with. Nobody fucks with the Diamondback or whatever his name was.
Oh, it was Cottonmouth was...
Diamondback Daryl, was that his name?
Dimebag
It's
Daryl.
some type of snake.
Whatever.
It was just Diamondback.
Was it?
I don't think he ever knew his... Well, he knew his name because he was his brother?
Half brother.
Yeah. But as a villain, I was like, why is he kicking so much ass? I think that was the problem I had with it. And he wasn't particularly entertaining, not like David Wenham. And
Yeah.
Agreed.
That Shades guy is still alive, isn't he?
Yes.
didn't
I
care
wanted
for
to
him.
smack
And
that
what's
guy.
his sister? She didn't die, did she?
No, and I wasn't a fan of her either.
I wasn't either.
Whose sister?
The congresswoman.
Cottonmouth.
Oh. Yeah.
She was like, I guess by the end of it, the main villain that survived.
But the guy that plays Luke Cage is spot on, dude. I love that guy.
He's
Yeah.
good.
I really...
His personality.
John Bernthal is the Punisher, though. I mean, he is...
The Punisher.
I'm a John Bernthal fan, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, his small little roles in movies like Baby Driver or...
Mm-hmm.
Wolf of Wall Street.
I was trying to think of what it was Wolf of Wall
Yeah.
Street. I guess he'd almost like typecast as like just an angry guy who wants to.
He does it so well, and he does those like he did it with Shane, where he does that thing where he wipes his nose, like.
Doesn't he do this a lot?
Yeah, he's a face toucher.
He's a face toucher.
Thank you. But like,
he was Carlos.
If Harrison Ford can point, he can touch his face or his head. There's the thing, like Harrison Ford points at somebody and scolds them in every movie.
Really?
There's a bunch of movies.
Well, he's in his 70s now. He can do that whenever he wants to.
Han Solo's doing this to 3PO and then on from there.
Well, let's see if the new Han Solo does that, and you can.
That'd be cool actually if he mimics some of his movements. Or like,
you would hope so.
I don't know. This guy can't act.
You see, the reviews for Ready Player One have actually been a little bit better than expected.
They already out?
I want to see it.
It was IGN gave it like a 7.5.
Everybody keeps shitting on it though.
It's kind of troublesome. You know, like Tomb Raider comes out this week. Have you seen any reviews on that?
Mm-mm.
Nick Frost's in it though.
Isn't that like a bad thing? When you
Not
don't
always.
see a review a month ahead of time nowadays for a video game or a movie.
It's not a month.
When is it? Or whatever. 2 weeks. When has it ever been a great movie?
Are you expecting Tomb Raider to be a great movie?
No, but
Tomb Raider 43%.
Somebody was like, "Oh, it's going to be a good movie." I was like, well, "I haven't heard anything on it." So, like, Black
People
Panther,
can't enjoy things anymore. That's part of my problem.
but it helps. Robert texts me every time a movie gets like a 95%, like Black Panther. Like,
You understand that, like, at this point, I have to do those things. Like, I can't not do them anymore.
what? Like as a troll?
It's expected.
No, I mean, it's just, like, to you, it's whatever, a percentage. I have to send you the Rotten Tomatoes percentage. Because when it comes down to it, the Rotten Tomatoes isn't the end-all, be-all
No,
of rated
it
systems.
is a good indication though.
Well,
right?
the thing is if you give a 3 out of 5, there's
It's
some
still
people,
fresh.
yeah, it's like it's a little skewed. Pacific Rim, it comes out the 23rd of this month. It doesn't
Oliver
have any.
wants to see that.
Yeah, Oliver keeps telling me he wants to see it.
Did you guys have the first one?
No,
You want to borrow it?
I Killed Giants.
What's
Do you?
that?
Why did you do that?
That's a comic book that I picked up a long time ago. I didn't know that was. I knew it was getting made, but I didn't know it was that far along.
Watch the Iron Giant before Ready Player One, please.
Sure, I'll get right on it.
What?
Ready Player One.
Have you seen it?
78%.
Like a million years ago.
It's a good movie. It's on Netflix.
You gotta watch The Rocketeer then.
Watch Rocketeer.
I've never seen it.
I remember as a kid not liking the Rocketeer. Even though I had Rocketeer, like legit NES game. I don't think it's a bad movie. I was just
A
like,
Quiet Place. Still at
I
100%.
want to see that.
7 years old. Rocketeer wasn't for me.
I don't think I watched the whole thing.
I think it'd probably be cool nowadays. It's got some people there. Jennifer Connelly was in it.
So?
There's like 3 other people. I'd like to
Do you know
watch
who her husband is?
I haven't watched that or Dick Tracy since I was like 7. And I'd like to see those as adults. But I remember not liking both those movies.
As adults? Are you two adults?
Yeah, as adults, plural.
Do you know who her husband is? Jennifer Connelly?
Should I?
Do you know who Paul Bettany is?
Yeah. Is it brother?
No, it's Paul Bettany.
Paul Bettany's brother.
What?
What?
Am I missed something?
No.
He's just being an asshole.
How many siblings does he have?
I don't know.
Why do you keep bringing
None.
up this relationships? If you don't know everything about Paul Bettany, just drop it already.
I don't think he has any brothers or sisters.
You don't think so?
No, I just listened to like an hour and a half interview with him.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he talk about A Knight's Tale? Was he naked in that?
He was, but I mean, not like legitimate.
Wait, it wasn't legitimate?
No.
That wasn't his
It was
ass?
illegitimate.
You tell me I wasn't looking at Paul Bettany's ass.
You might have.
Is that what Jennifer Connelly saw?
Maybe.
I like it.
There's a big story about him
Better
where
than David Bowie's balls.
he never touched the balls.
No, his balls was poking out
Oh,
of his
yes.
fucking
That,
pants.
yeah, that was a little,
He touched those balls.
Yeah, I found out as an adult that he...
R.I.P. David Bowie.
Okay.
I found out as an adult that he never touched the crystal balls.
Yeah, it was somebody coming up.
That guy's
behind
like
him.
a world-famous juggler.
Bowie?
No. Stop it. Tesla.
Same thing. You ever seen Deliverance?
Not the whole thing. Only certain parts.
The banjo scene with the...
You sure do have a purty mouth?
No, with the, like... Excuse my language. The special ed look at, like...
No.
It's playing the banjo? They have a banjo
No.
thing? Oh, it's not even him playing the banjo. It's somebody behind him, creeping on him. Well, you know, filling in the hands.
I told Katrina that she should be a hunchback for Halloween this year, and I'll be the hunch in the back, and I'll put my arm through her sleeve so she'll have another hand.
This wouldn't be the first time a contraption like this is taking place. In
You
my
don't like this
lifetime.
idea?
It's so horrible. You have to hide behind her the whole time.
Yeah, well, I said we would tape our legs together.
Yeah. That sounds like a horrible idea.
If you fall, you're gonna eat shit.
Yes.
It's gonna be bad.
Road rash.
A Quiet Place, still at 100%.
With one review?
23.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
I'm excited about seeing that. Are you gonna go see Ready Player One?
Yeah,
Okay.
but probably not Quiet Place, probably not Tomb Raider.
I'm not gonna see Tomb Raider. I'm gonna see A Quiet Place, and I'm gonna see Ready
It's gonna
Player
be the
One.
best video game movie. You didn't play the new Tomb Raider, right?
No.
You haven't played Tomb Raider since,
Tomb Raider 2,
wow, like 95?
PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was never into them.
I think technically the last one I played was Tomb Raider 3.
Why'd you do the shimmy?
Well, actually, I played the remake. And
Corey's,
I think the remake is what the movie's based on.
Corey's shaking his breasts.
Gotta shake those to death.
I like it. Now I can only stare at that. No, I'll definitely see
She's an Academy Award winner. You
Ready
said?
Player One.
Tomb Raider?
Yes. It was for... Wasn't it for the movie with Eddie Redmayne?
I have no idea.
I just
she
looked it
played
up.
his wife, right?
Yeah.
That one
so.
twice?
Anyways, I'm going to see Ready Player One,
Mm-hmm.
A Quiet Place,
Yes.
Solo,
Mm-hmm.
Infinity Wars, and Deadpool over the next 2 months.
Jesus.
I'll probably watch 4 of those 5.
I'm gonna take Oliver to see Pacific
You're going to see
Rim.
all of them except for A Quiet Place
Maybe.
and... What's the other one you're not going to see?
4 out of 5.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I can do math. Which one are you most excited to see?
It.
Infinity Wars, right?
Oh, I thought you were talking horror movies. You see it yet?
No,
No.
haven't seen it.
He won't watch
I won't
it.
watch it.
Do you not believe him when he says that?
I don't know. Is Anthony not going to watch Disaster Artist?
I don't know.
Everybody feels slighted.
Yes. Which one are you most excited for? It's gotta be Infinity Wars, right?
Infinity War.
Yeah.
Han Solo.
2
movie.
hours and 36 minutes.
The Solo movie is the least excited I've been about a new Star Wars. Because Rogue One actually got me excited.
True.
Um,
Even though when you
Ready
watch
Player
it,
2, Player 1, number 2.
that's your second you're most excited or second least excited?
Most.
Really?
Yeah.
Over Deadpool?
Oh, you haven't... Well, yeah, Deadpool's...
Sorry, I really want to see Ready Player 1.
I'm just expecting it to be garbage. I have no faith that that's going to be any good. Even though it is a Steven Spielberg movie, I just think it's too hard to adapt. And I also heard it's only going to be one key.
Wait, like, so wait, sequels?
No, this is a standalone movie.
Oh, wait, so it's reducing it down.
Yes.
Well, like, okay. So there's not a... Well, I guess I'll just have to see how it works, but,
I'm expecting the worst and hoping for the best.
I see a kind of backlash, or they, like, people trolling it. They released a couple stills where they, like, basically mock posters where the characters are in, like, poses from, like...
80s movies.
Yeah, like Blade Runner and stuff.
Breakfast Club.
And
yeah.
everybody fucking... I see a Twitter collage of people just fucking losing their mind saying, like, this movie's gonna suck, and all it does is rip off...
It can't stand alone on its own. It's
Yeah.
got to use pop culture. And I'm like,
and
That's
I was
all-
like, all
none of
those
those
pictures, I was like, that's fucking tight.
because none of those people have read the book. I mean,
I don't think so. There's just a lot of people ripping on it just to rip on it. People who were complaining about the book, about what it's about, how it's about a fanboy, and all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm just like, then don't watch it.
the only complaint that I saw that was almost valid that I never really thought of when I was reading it is, it was like, dude, this chick said no, and this guy was like, no, I'm gonna search for you anyways, no matter what. It was like a cyber stalker.
Because that doesn't happen?
Yes, it does happen, but I said that's the only problem I have with it. Other than that, I think the majority of people that are complaining about it being so heavy on the pop culture references is people that haven't read it.
I think there's a backlash. South Park made fun of something where movies nowadays are writing completely on nostalgia factor, and they had it was a whole subplot where there's these things called member berries. They're like berries that talk like, oh, remember Star Wars? Remember Han Solo? Remember? And it's just basically like, that's all people want to see when they go into a movie or something, is that nostalgia like, oh, I remember that. That was so... I remember Tauntauns.
Stephen Hawking just died.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah. Physicist Stephen Hawking has died at the age of 76.
Holy shit.
Did we just talk about him?
Yeah, we were earlier. I mean, but
Go to,
That guy
he
wasn't
had
going to live forever?
he had ALS, right?
I don't know. Go to Eddie Redmayne's Twitter account.
And that's
Let's
not.
see if you said something.
Oh my god.
But I mean, as far as the horrible disease he had,
He lost a really
He
long
lived-
He
time.
wasn't supposed to live like past fucking like 10.
That sucks.
yeah. So we'll just wrap it up here then, on a nice upbeat.
Upbeat moat.
So next week, we're not saying who we're having on the podcast, right? No, not yet.
We may have somebody.
We may have a nice guest next week. I can't tell you who it is because if it does fall through, I don't want everybody to be like, "Oh man, why didn't you have him on? You said you were gonna have him on." But or her. But
Nice slide in.
yeah, we may have somebody that's of note in the house next week. So stay tuned for that. What do you find something?
He's trying to understand what you're doing.
No, I was looking at what's his name dying.
You were
Stephen
watching him
Hawking?
die?
No, I was trying to find Eddie Redmayne's Twitter.
Why?
I don't think he has Twitter.
I think he does.
Does he? Did you find it? Did he make a statement?
No statement yet.
Okay.
I'm disappointed.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So next week we'll have a guest.
Stephen Hawking's last words: error, error, error.
That's fucked. That's
That person's
fucked.
an asshole.
Yeah, you don't watch Big Bang Theory, and I don't watch it anymore either. But you never saw the guy do the Stephen Hawking impersonation, have you?
No, is somebody? Was it fucked up?
What would be something?
You can't make jokes about that guy.
What would he say? What would be something he would say? But it was pretty good, and they had Stephen Hawking on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was. But yeah, we'll end the episode there. Hopefully next week, guest.
We shall see.
It'll be exciting. Are you nervous?
No.
Do you have any questions?
No.
Are you gonna sit and not say anything?
No.
You kind of have to be a smartass, right?
You can try. You'll outsmart ass me.
Maybe, but I mean, you have to try, right?
What can I do? What can I say?
And say anything you would say to me.
Yeah, he won't do
I'm
that.
about to say some horrible shit.
Yeah,
You just cut it anyway.
maybe not.
I'll just bleep it.
All right, that'll be it for this week. We're out.